Hey guys, Andrew out here at Hilly Haven Golf Course. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a fantastic New Year's. Wish you nothing but health and happiness over the next New Year. And I also wish you a great golf game. But today, the reason I'm down below is because we are working on the ground and talking about the 9 different ball flight laws. So we're going to get right into this. There are 3 different paths combined with 3 different face angles that create 9 different ball flights. The 3 paths are an in-to-out path, a square path, and an out-to-in path. The 3 face angles relative to that path are closed, square, and open. So I want to get into what each of those paths looks like, and then what each of those face angles relative to those paths look like. So let's talk about the paths first. A square path is one that goes right down your target line, and your target line is the ball, the target, the line that connects the two. A straight path goes right down that target line. So we're talking about the path that the club travels, has nothing to do with the face angle. That is a square path. In-to-out path. And why is path important? Let's cover that first. Path is important because path dictates what line your golf ball starts on. Your face angle dictates the shape of the shot after you've gotten that ball started on that line. So again, path dictates what line your golf ball starts on. Face angle dictates the shape of the shot after you've started it on that line. So we talked about a square path. This is an in-to-out path, one that comes real close to your body and then goes out to right field over there. That gets the golf ball started out to the right. Square path, obviously, like we talked about, is one that gets your ball started at the target. And then the last one, which 90% of golfers do this, they do this casting motion and create this out to in with an open face. We'll get to that. And that's what creates the slice of 90% of golfers out there. Out to in path starts the golf ball to the left. Now, we combine 3 different face angles with each of those 3 paths. So again, there's open, closed, and square. 3 different face angles for 3 different paths create 9 different ball flights. So I'm going to grab another stick here, and this is going to represent our face angles. So pretend that this is one big leading edge of the golf club. So this would be a square path with a square face, and the square face is 90 degrees perpendicular relative to our path. And again, relative, that word's important. I'll explain why. This would be a square face angle relative to a square path. And then this would be a square face angle relative to an in-to-out path. So the face angle, a square face angle, will keep the ball, it'll be a dead straight push, dead straight pull, or dead straight shot. The face angle the face angle dictates the shape of the shot. So if it's dead square, it's going to continue on the line that our path got the golf ball started on. This would be a closed face relative to an in-to-out path. This is the ball flight that I try and teach most of my students. This is the ball flight also that 75-80% of golfers are using on tour, because it creates a nice in-out draw ball flight that we're chasing after. It performs better in the wind, it's lower, and travels farther. On the flip side of that coin, square would keep it on the target line, on the line that the path got it started on. That would be square. And then this would be an awful shot. An open face with an in-out path is going to start the ball right and make it go further right. We never want to do that. Talk about out to in. Out to in with a square face would be a dead pull. So it would start to the left and continue on that line. We don't want to do that either. What I see 90% of golfers doing, out to in path with an open face relative to that path. This starts the ball to the left and slices it back to our target, makes it fade right back to our target. And then another really bad one that's never going to get the golf ball to our target would be an out to in path and a closed face. That's going to start left and go further left. And again, this is all relative to a right-hander, so lefties would be just the opposite. So, what do we want to achieve? Again, that in-to-out path with a closed face relative to that path is my favorite ball flight. To recap all of this, we got 3 different paths. We got a square path, an in-to-out path, and an out-to-in path. And then we have a closed face, which is going to make the ball shape right. A square face relative to the path is going to keep it on the line that the path got it started on. And then a closed face is going to make the ball go left. Open, square, close. So, hopefully that makes sense. Next week I'm going to talk about how to hit these different kind of shots, how to influence change on our path and our club face angles. So, that is the 9 ball flight laws. If you have any questions about this, I know it's a lot to take in, it's a lot to visualize and conceptualize. Let me know, happy to answer any questions. We appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you all next week.